Howdy there, beautiful people. Spencer Wood, the real estate cowboy. As always, our good boy Chili Man is here. Today we're excited to be out here in Wilton, Maine, looking at map 31, lot 22, a beautiful 66-acre recreational camp. Believe it or not, more of like a house. It's got 7 bedrooms out there, so we're excited to get out and show you what that looks like here in a little bit. Wanted to stop on the Pratt Road, P-R-A-T-T, Pratt Road here in Wilton. This is the closest paved and maintained road leading out to the cabin. As you can see at the top here is about where the power stops. So realistically, you probably got about a mile before, being able to access that sort of power. So we're gonna kind of consider this to be an off-grid recreational camp, but we think this is gonna be greatly suited for somebody that's looking to hunt, fish, snowmobile, ATV, get away for the long weekends. As you can see, when we turn this way, this is the North Pond Extension Road itself here. Dirt road, unmaintained, does have a public easement over it. The water company has a pump out there in Varnum Pond, which is less than a mile away from the property. Access in the winter is going to be either through the snowmobile trail, snowshoeing, anything like that. Springtime could be a little bit more difficult. We just missed like the peak of mud season, so the road should be in a little bit better shape. We'll film that as we go out there. Let's go check her out. Alrighty folks, we are about midway down the North Pond Extension Road. As you can see, unmaintained dirt road. We do have some ditching on the right side here. A lot of the runoff is going through there. Definitely a 4-wheel drive road. I mean, we're at almost the peak of mud season here, so the road's in really its worst shape of the year. So you're kind of getting an idea of what that looks like. Definitely not Prius car or sedan friendly. Gonna need some sort of an SUV or 4-wheel drive to get out here during this time of year. We made it all the way out here to the Wilton Ritz-Carlton. I forget what they call it, something kind of funny like that. But we're out here at the camp. As you can see, we're sitting on concrete pylons here. Some of them, they all look to be in pretty good shape, but you probably got to do a little bit of floor work or something like that to these pylons just to kind of reset them. Camp's been neglected for a couple years, but overall, as you see when we get inside, everything's in pretty great shape. This dormer right here had some big snowfall and ice, and that ended up kind of coming off there. So, that's what that would be. Some definite cosmetic things on the outside that do need to be done, but it's a big camp. Looking at a little over 1,600 square feet, built in 1999. The taxes here are just over about $1,558 a year. You're 15 minutes away from downtown Farmington, which has Walmart, hospital, restaurants, Tractor Supply, all the sort of stuff that you could ever need. So you're really close to all the amenities, but you're far enough out here that it's super quiet, super private. You're the only camp out here on this road. You can hear Varnum Stream in the distance right now running through the property. The snowmobile trail is below us here as well. So your snowmobile ATV trail connection going through the property is just below the cabin here, closer towards the stream. So we will jump inside here and show you what it looks like. I know the outside looks a little bit rough, but the inside I think is gonna impress you a little bit. Welcome to the inside here. A lot bigger than your typical cabin, as you can see here. I mean, we got big 6x6 timbers going through the property here. We got real big, thick, at least 4x2 planks here for flooring. You're all set up for a generator hookup. So you do have a fridge. You got propane, gas stove here. You got some other like ice makers, and you got plugs all over the place. So They did their best to kind of bring the amenities of home and having electric into the camp here. You can see a lot of lights and other things that they were running while they were working out here and building the camp. But the first floor, definitely a big, fun, entertaining floor. Wide open space here. You got couches, you got a little mini bar and stuff over here in the corner. Nice set of doors right here going out, which would have been a porch. It looks like they had one out there that is since deceased, so you'd have to redo the porch out there, but you get the idea of where they were, going and what they had going on here. Obviously, the focal piece of this downstairs is this big, beautiful stone fireplace that they got going on. They got a big open-faced pit right here on this side, on the living room side. And they got a big wood stove that definitely heats this entire cabin up on the backside here. Definitely a fun spot here. You can see the little mini bar. We actually have 4 ceiling fans here that are set up. So in the summertime, keeping everybody nice and cool. One of the funnest things I like about doing camps and recreational spots is you get to, most of the time, see some pictures and things. And this old bar top has some pretty good memories put into it. As we walk around the back side of the bar here, you'll notice that we have like this little utility room that was definitely more or less like the indoor shop slash tool cabinet. We just came through the utility closet there, slash shop. This is definitely gonna be like a little kitchen area. You got the big wagon wheel that was gonna be set up to have a little chandelier, some sort of a light hanging. Big window over here, bringing in the natural light. That's always nice to have there. One of the things that you will notice is that the floor is super solid. So we're not sitting on the ground outside. Everything's nice and dry. Right here, essentially in this section of the floor, there's a little bit of a sag right here. We do have this big, heavy cast iron stove and all the wood and stuff. So it looks like right here is probably the one area of the floor that may need some jacking up in order to, level things off. One of the other things I just noticed here too, behind this big kind of winter door, is probably the biggest 350,000 BTU heater. So if you're cold and you get in front of that air jet, that bad boy will heat you right up, guaranteed. I don't think I've ever seen one that big. As we take a walk up these hefty stairs here to the second floor, which has all of the 7 bedrooms and a rough bathroom as well, one of the things that you'll notice is a full-size canoe hanging from the ceiling here. Also pretty much a full-size tree holding things up as well. So some really unique features to the house. The stairs are about as solid as can be. I'm 285 pounds and I'm not even getting a wiggle out of them. So you will notice here that we got this plastic with some insulation over the top, and they got some plywood. Essentially what they were doing there is just making a shorter ceiling instead of going up to the rafters here for heat, trying to keep the heat down. So they did the plastic, just laid the insulation on the backside of the plastic there, and then they've been putting this plywood up for like a temporary ceiling as well. Me personally, I kind of really like that feeling. I think you could probably do some spray insulation and some things to really help with the heat. But overall, they did a great job of trying to make this as comfortable and as efficient as possible during the winter months. And I still can't get over this full-size canoe. So again, 7 bedrooms, not your typical camp. Let me show you what we got in here. Another ceiling fan, bunch of outlets around. Once again, another big window, probably about a 6-foot window, maybe even a little bit more. So you're getting a bunch of natural light in here, checking out the mountains and all that. All these rooms are super comfortable. I mean, they've done a great job of setting this cabin up to be fully off-grid. That's pretty awesome what they've been able to do so far. So Bedroom number 2 here. Again, great size, has all the amenities of home. Another fan, more outlets, another big 6-foot+ window. You got the carpeted floor so your toesies aren't gonna get too cold. Looks like we got a queen size bed. I mean, all of these rooms look like they could easily fit a king size bed, no problems. You're walking out of bedroom 2. Bedroom 1 that we just looked at. This is almost like a small little family room, you know, way here. I don't even know what we call it. Headed this way now, we're gonna check out the bathroom that they started. So we're walking into the full bath that they had started up here. You can see they had full shower. They got the sink. They had some little propane heater hooked up. The more time I spend in this place, the more I love it. Just unique, a lot of character. You can bring an army of people out here and have some fun. We've looked at 2 bedrooms. We just looked at the bath. Follow me over into this wing of the upstairs, and we'll go check out our 3rd bedroom up here in the corner, which has a king size bed in it, which is probably where I would be residing, and another big window as well. All right, continuing into bedroom number 4 over here on the east side of the house. Go ahead and check that one out. Every time I come in here, it's like I have to recount how many bedrooms there actually are because they just keep going. And on that note, why don't you come check out bedroom number 5 here. Another one on the east side of the house. All right, bedroom number 6. Bedroom number 7, a little bit bigger than 5 and 6. So you got some of these base floor vents, making sure that, you know, heat from downstairs with those wood stoves and the fireplaces are getting up here. And again, you know, I'm a big boy. I'm 6'3", 285 pounds. And the things when I look at when I'm coming into camps like this, especially if I'm just gonna be recreating, hunting, snowmobiling, stuff like that. If you got a 2nd floor, I'm usually cautious about the floor. Everywhere I've walked in here, I mean, no sag, no soft spots. The floor is solid. Super impressed on structurally how rugged this place is. So that's pretty much the tour of the inside for you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna keep moving around the outside, and then we're gonna get down to the water and the snowmobile trail. We're back outside. Quick note before we wrap around the house and give you more exterior footage and point some things out. We do have an old dug well here. Doesn't really look like it's gonna amount to much. Utility-wise, no well, no septic, and just the generator hookup. You're about a mile away from power. So if you're looking to kind of homestead or be out here more full-time, then you're probably gonna be looking at, you know, getting a full septic, getting a well put in, maybe still running the generator and the propane. We're on like the north side of the house here. You're starting to see more of these kind of concrete pilings that it's sitting on. Obviously, you know, some of them are crooked. You're probably gonna have to do some work on these. Although it feels solid, if you're looking to kind of, you know, preserve this thing for a long time to come, I'd say that you'd be best to get underneath here. One of the other things that I noticed here too was, you know, the siding here is an inch thick board. So it's, I mean, the place is rugged. It's like a big armored tank. Over here on my right is going to be your outhouse / generator shed. Running into the camp here, so you know when you got that generator running at night, nice and quiet. You know, the big things that you notice about this property, you know, there's a decent amount of trash on the outside here that would need to be picked up, but you know, grab some friends and some beers and food and you can have this outside cleaned up in a weekend. You know, you got to cut some of these trees back. It's getting a little choked out. So, you know, you want things to dry a little bit more, have a little bit more exposure, even a great view towards the mountains out that way. You know, I'd clear about an acre of land here, quarter acre even, and just, you know, let this breathe a little bit more. And as I come towards you, we're gonna walk down towards the snowmobile ATV trail and our Varnum stream. Varnum Pond is less than 3/4 of a mile up the road here. We are standing on the ATV snowmobile trail now. I believe ITS 82, could be wrong. I'm pretty sure ITS 82. You can see the camp right up there in the trees right now. This is a Maine trail system corridor. So you can leave out of your front door and go anywhere that you want on ATV or a snowmobile. So that's pretty dang special right there. Over 2,600 feet of water frontage on Varnum Stream, which we're sitting on right now. As you can see, a lot of water moving through. We got some little cascading rapids coming down through here. You can definitely find little holes to swim, definitely find little pockets where brook trout and stuff like that are kept up and all that. So you could fish this. This is gonna remain active year round. The sound you can hear beautifully up at the camp. I think I mentioned that early on. And a majority of the 66 plus acres of your property go out on the other side of Varnum Stream here, more or less on a western, northwestern angle. So the camp, you can see actually the reflection of the roof up top there. Varnum Pond is less than 3/4 of a mile away up the road here. And that's a big pond. I'm not sure whether Fish and Game stocks that with trout and other things, but my guess is that they probably do. And that'd be another great place that you could canoe, kayak, swim, all that sort of stuff. Over 2,200 feet of owned water frontage on the stream with an elevation bubble of up to 1,000 feet in elevation off the back side of the property here. Once again, 66 plus acres. We got a lot of mature pine and other mixed kind of tree growth out there. The property is not in tree growth, so if you did want to do some more clearing or you wanted to put a family member or a friend, a cabin over on the other side of the stream there on the majority of your property, you could do that. Just over $1,500 a year, $1,558 I think in taxes. You're 15 minutes away from a hospital, Walmart, Tractor Supply, groceries, downtown Farmington, all that. So the location is magnificent. We also have good cell phone service out here, so you can be connected to the world. All right, beautiful people, we're about at the end of our tour of map 31, lot 22. Gorgeous 66 plus acre, 7-bedroom camp, over 1,600 square feet of space in that bad boy, as you saw. Some really unique features like that fieldstone fireplace with direct access to the ATV snowmobile trails, which I am standing on right now. Over here on my right side, you guys got to see what that beautiful 2,200 plus feet of owned water frontage on Varnum Stream looks like. Beautiful spot. If you like, please subscribe, follow us on social media, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want more information, feel free to reach out to me directly and we'll get you some more info on the camp. But we hope you enjoyed your tour. We look forward to seeing you on down the road and giddy up.